Biafra, superstars, media.
A human being being sliced into two. Can you imagine such a thing? Biafra is going to emerge as a nation. You know, despite the support of Britain, Russia, Egypt, and some other friends of Nigeria, we all will surely come out as a nation because we are fighting a just cause. Even a little child on the street will tell you this. We shall never go back to Nigeria again. God's grace will surely emerge as a nation. And so, as far as this war continues, we'll fight to the last man.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Biafra Superstars Media, but today I present to you a man who I have come to love, a man who was there during the time of the Biafran War, a man who as a child suffered kwashoko in the Biafran War, a man who, when you see those pictures of little children with kwashoko, I bet you he was one of those that you saw. A man who has first-hand account of what happened to the Biafrans during the Biafra genocide from 1967 to 1970. Fellow Biafrans, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Biafran Golden Child. Thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, fellow Biafrans, fellow Igbo brothers. I once again wish to thank the Biafra social star media, for the opportunity, to talk to our brothers. Yes, in particular, I want to talk about, the need to encourage their Prime Minister, Mr. Simon Ekpa, for, we need to encourage him because of this redeclaration of Biafra come 2nd December 2024. Yeah, this need has become important because I'm noticing the trend now where a lot of people are being, people are becoming lackadaisical. People are becoming demotivated. People are becoming unsure of what to do because of what happened in Abia recently. But let me tell every one of us, I think the Abia situation, what happened on the 30th of May, 2024, when our leaders of Biafra decided to mark the Heroes' Day. That day was set aside to, remember all fallen heroes. People who were killed, people who were maimed, people who were shot, people who died during the Biafran War. Our leaders, both Nnamdi Kanu and Frank and Simon Ekpa, said, no, let us remember these people today. And let me just bring something to our knowledge. A lot of people may not know the significance of that day or date. For those of you who don't know, let me explain to us. Let me bring it to our cognizance that 30th of May was the very date that the Nigerian soldiers stormed the eastern region through the Nsukka axis. They came in shooting from right, left, and center. They attacked people who were not prepared, people who never expected war, innocent people who were going about their business, farmers, Christians, normal people going about their business, old, young, even, unborn. They attacked them. They came through their Nsukka axis and started shooting sporadically. Thousands were killed. Houses were burnt. So that was the day. That was the very day that the Nigerian soldiers started the Biafran War. That was the day they killed so many Biafrans. And the pogrom continued. The killings continued after that. So that date was very significant for every Biafran. It is. Because, this was the day we lost our grandfathers, grandmothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, You know, we lost our farmlands, we lost everything we had as a people. You know, that was the day the Nigerians started the shooting. And so it is very significant that the leaders of Biafra, especially our prime minister, they chose that date of 30th, May. So look, let us remember this day. And especially in the southeast. And a lot of people complied willy-nilly. But unfortunately, we don't know what happened at Abia State. But I believe very strongly, because we know the antecedents of Nigeria and this leadership. Possibly most of these killings, so-called killings of, soldiers, 5 soldiers, could have been orchestrated. It could have been planned. It could have been pre-planned deliberately, to hurt the good name of Governor Otti of Abia State. It could have been a deliberate attempt, to blackmail him, to frustrate him, and to bring him to disrepute. Yes, because a lot of people know what is happening now. For the first 12 calendar months of Governor Otti's administration, a lot of changes have come to Igbo land. For the first time, people were celebrating on the streets that there has not been power outage. A lot of communities that had never seen electricity in their life were jubilating. For the first time, we are seeing roads being done and seen to be done. For the first time, we are seeing, industries being located and being developed. It's not on paper anymore. It's not on boardroom. It's not in the governor's office where these things are siphoned, but in actual road, in actual spot, in actual location. So this man's rep, an Igbo man, everybody was screaming, Governor Otti has transformed the Igbo land. Everybody wished to come from Abia State. Everybody was looking at other Eastern governors. What are you doing there? This is a man who has never been in government. I mean, an ex-banker coming here to teach you what to do and how to do it. This is a man who made a promise that he's not coming to steal. He's not coming to embezzle money. He has every money he wants. His children have every money they want. I want to develop my people. So the man came and turned Abia State 360 degrees. 360 degrees. He overturned Abia State. And even internationally, people are pouring into Abia State as if it's now a tourist center. I mean, they want to see what has happened to the Abangwa Road. They want to see what has happened to Fox Road. They need to see the most reputed state in Nigeria way back. Aba used to be the industrial, state of Nigeria, industrial capital. And this Governor is bringing it back, to the map in the full glare of every person. Unfortunately, 5 soldiers were killed on the 30th of May, 2024, during the Biafra sit-at-home order, which was fully implemented. So, but we are thinking, sir, with all due respect, we are thinking that the governor should be very careful. Let this not be a clog in his will of progress. The governor should be very careful. Let this not be, one finger pointing at somebody and 5 pointing back at you. I think apparently it was a state-managed situation. And they want to use it. The government want to use it, to cut the wings of this governor, possibly to cut him to size. But I want to assure him, your records speak volumes, Governor Otti. Your records speak volume. Every Igbo man is right behind you. I'm happy at your proactive measures. For the first time in the history of this country, something happened and the governor has visited the relatives of the slain soldiers. He went to each of them, commemorated with them, gave their children and their families a scholarship, gave money to their bereaved, and he actively has made sure that, he sort of, at least, even if he cannot bring back their life, but he has added value to even their family's life. So we are very thankful to you, Governor Otti. I want you to know that this should not detract you from the Igbo process, Igbo progress and Igbo process, because sincerely, Abia is a state to reckon with. You have sent the bandwagon. Nobody wanted an Igbo man to be in leadership. Nobody believed an Igbo man can do anything good. But just this is governorship. In less than 1 year, you have turned the history around. Even a blind man can see that Abia State is on top of the world. Even a deaf person can hear that everything Abia has changed. It is no longer as usual. People are clamoring to go to Abia State because one, the power outages are no longer there. Light is 24 hours. Roads are clean roads. No more drive and journey of 5 minutes will take 3 hours. No more. For the first time now, if they talk of airport, they want to develop airport. We see it on the ground, not on paper. Governor Otti, you have done very well, and I think we must all rally around him too. Encourage him because we should. He's the only Labour Party man in power. There might be acts to stifle him, acts to frustrate him, but that should not be the end of it. Every Igbo man should rally around him. Governor Otti, we are with you. Don't be detracted. Don't be detracted, no matter what they tell you from Asorok. Don't be detracted, no matter what they tell you from the military camps. Don't be detracted. Igbos are not killers. Biafrans are not murderers. No sane Igbo man will go and shoot a Biafran man, a soldier, no matter who they are. These are things that are orchestrated by, forces within the power in Nigeria. We believe strongly. And so I'm happy that you have done the needful. You have gone around families, you have blessed them, you have given the bereaved money, their spouses, you have given the children education up to university level. I mean, what more can we thank you for? Keep up the good work. Thank you, Governor Otti. Yes, then my brothers, I want us to really understand that this Biafra thing is not an illusion. Unfortunately, all this could have been avoided. The government is talking about dealing decisively with IPOB. They're still dealing decisively. We must trace people who kill these people. We must trace these people. We will deal with them. But these things could have been avoided. It could have been avoided. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't remember, I don't know how many of us remember the Aburi Accord. The Aburi Accord was the meeting called between our late Ikemba, Odumegwu Ojukwu, the godfather of Biafra, and General Yakubu Gowon, way back in 1967, before the war started. And they sat there at Accra, Ghana, and there was a lot of discussions. Finally, a memorandum was signed, which was called the Aburi Accord, in which the government said, look, no quarreling, no fighting. We have listened to the Igbos. We have listened to what the agitations. We are going to stop all this. All this harassment must stop. No fighting, no worrying, no jojoring. And then it was signed. And behold, everybody came home. Unfortunately, my dear brothers and brothers, unfortunately, you know how the Southwest is. When Gowon came back, people from the Southwest met him, including Ifobafemi Awolowo. They met him and told him, what have you done? Don't you know Ojukwu has used grammar to brainwash you? Don't you know this man has mesmerized you with the Queen's English? Don't you know this man has used Igbo sense? Everything they wrote there is exclusively for the rights of the Igbo. If you agree to this Aburi Accord, the Igbos have taken over this country and they will dominate this country till the end of the world. How can you do this, go on? This is your chance. This is your chance. Don't agree to Aburi Accord. Aburi Accord must not see the daylight. Stop it. Do what you have to do. Show him you're a man. Odumegwu Ojukwu has deceived you. He has deceived you. He has used English on you. Look at the tenses and terms. No. All these things favor the Biafran region, the eastern region. They will now dominate us. They will dominate this country. And that before you know it, everything here, they will completely occupy Nigeria. And so Gowon, in his confusion, negated the Aburi Accord. He said he was no longer going to stand by it. Unfortunately, it was at that point that he came by, Odumegwu Ojukwu said, to your tents, O Biafrans. Let us go home. If you will not stand by the Aburi Accord, let us go. We are going back to our own land. We are going back to our own geographical location. We are going back to our own entity as Biafrans. Unfortunately, that led to that war. And I'm telling you that on the 30th of May 2024, the Nigerian soldiers struck. And so that is the date that their Prime Minister has said, let us keep them aside, make it a holiday to honor the dead, honor the brave who died in Biafra, honor those who were killed like that, honor the martyrs, honor the mothers and sisters who were raped and killed, gang raped, honor the young children who were killed, before they were born, and annihilated, before anything could happen. Honor these people by remembering them. I don't think any sane person would think that it's asking for too much. And so we are happy that that was done and seen to be done on the 30th of May. Unfortunately, the Biafra, the Abia situation came up. But I thank God You know, the governor has rallied around to it. Governor Otti is a capable man, a good Biafran. He has acted in a manner befitting of a man of leadership. He has seen the bereaved family. He has condoled with them. He has consoled them, giving them financial rewards and granting their children scholarship up to university level. I mean, that's good enough. That's a good one. So, my dear brothers, once again, let us rally around our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. He has said that 2nd December 2024, he's going to redeclare the Republic of Biafra. I think every Igbo man should be celebrating. Every Igbo man should be dreaming of that date. That date, you should put it on your calendars. Put it at your signposts. Put it at your diaries. Put it at your computer. Put it at your phones. As look, reminder, because we will all stand by him. We should all stand by him. We must come out in our full force. Every man with his wife, with his children, uncle, aunts, everybody come to the street. Grandma, grandpa, come to the streets and hallow and celebrate this declaration of Biafra, the Republic of Biafra, on the 2nd of December. Where the special grace of God sparing our life, we will bring people out on the streets. Let them know that Republic of Biafra is a reality. It's not a mirage. It's not an illusion. It is a reality. And we are hoping by the special grace of God, that this thing called Biafra, this state called Biafra, will come out and be a dignified country on its own, with its full rights and privileges. With its full rights and privileges. Biafra must come, and we are looking forward to it. We must all support Prime Minister's Simon Ekpa's redeclaration of Biafra on the 2nd of December, 2024. Let us not miss anything for it. Every Igbo man, every friend of the Igbo man, every man who is sympathetic to the Igbo man, every Biafra, every Easterner, worldwide, make sure you support this noble cause, because the Igbo man has to have his voice, because we must be in a country where we have our full, privilege and rights. A lot of things are wrong in Nigeria. A lot of things are wrong, and we cannot just sweep it aside because we don't have our own country yet, because we don't have our own destiny yet in our hands. People are troubling us anyhow. How can the president, imagine President Bola Tinubu, standing up from nowhere to change the national anthem of this country? In case you don't know, this national anthem was signed into law by former head of state, General Olusegun Obasanjo. He signed it into law in 1978. He said, look, let's keep this former one. Let us use this and move forward. But because of, how it is between the Southwesterns, they're always on their necks. They frustrate themselves because Tinubu has a pathological hatred for Obasanjo. Probably vice versa, I wouldn't know. He has a pathological hatred for Obasanjo. If he has his way, if Tinubu has his way, he will remove Obasanjo's picture from Asorok as a former head of state, knowing fully well that it was Obasanjo who commissioned this new anthem. He thought it would be wise to destroy that image of him. I mean, why should he be credited with it? Let us make history. Throw that man out of there. Throw his memory out of that place. He went on and said the former anthem was, I don't know what are the limitations. He never told Nigerians. What did the national anthem, the former national anthem, do to Nigerians? What did he do to Tinubu? What are his reasons? I mean, will national anthem bring you food? Will it bring the much needed foreign investor, the elusive investment into the country? What would anthem do for you? He just stood up and said, remove it, sign this new one into law, because he wanted to hurt the memory of General Olusegun Obasanjo, who signed it into law in 1978. You should know the vendetta in these people. Vendetta in the Yoruba man, they don't forgive. They pretend a lot, pretending they love you. They go to the north, sensitize them against the Igbos and stand behind. They will be fighting with the north. I wish people can see their chariot. I wish people can see their deceit. The Yoruba man is worse than any other tribe in this country, because they go behind and they create problems, bring gossips here and there, and then they stand behind you, and the Hausa man is suspecting the Igbo man, the Middle Belt man is suspecting the Igbo man, the Rivers person is suspecting the Igbo man, and the Yoruba man will stand behind you for no apparent reason other than vendetta, other than let me rubbish Obasanjo. He signed the old anthem that was fully and totally relegated since 1978, by President Olusegun Obasanjo. He threw it aside and brought the former one. Well, I don't know. Thank God we're looking towards Biafra. This kind of things will not happen in Biafra. If we have our own personal land, if we have our own country, if we have our sovereignty, nobody will stand up and begin to use anthem as an object of politics. My dear brothers of Igbo land, my fellow Biafrans, once again, let us rally around our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, come December 2nd, 2024, for the redeclaration of Biafra Republic. May God bless every one of us and keep us in good health of mind and body until that date. God bless you all. I look forward to, chatting with you guys again. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Yeah, check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Logan, Bloomington, Lord Logan, and it's wild Flora show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation, ever since annihilation. Nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Oduduwa, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.